So for our pilot episode, I'm here with Echo Gaming, a man who needs no introduction, a pillar in the gaming community, one of my best friends. I'll leave links to all of his social medias below. Make sure to follow him. Echo, how's it going?
It's great, man. I'm excited to be here on your channel. Typically, it's like flip-flopped. You're always there with me, but now I'm here with you. I feel honored to be on the channel, man. Thanks so much for having me. I'm kind of nervous about what you have in store because I have no idea what you're about to just talk to me about or ask me. It's gonna be fun.
Well, that's, to tell everybody who's watching, Echo really has no idea. So this is a show about top 10 questions. I'm gonna ask him 10 questions. The only rule here is that he has to tell the truth and the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So let's get started. So question number 1, if you could eat one thing for the rest of your life and only one thing, what would it be?
That's easy, Nemo. Are the questions gonna get harder than this?
This is number 1. I mean, come on.
The answer is sushi. I would eat sushi every day and be a happy man.
Really? You like sushi?
I love sushi, and it's healthy. It's the best thing. You don't like sushi, Nemo?
Dude, I love sushi. It's one of my favorite. I actually did not know that you were a big sushi person.
Oh my God,
go down in the
Nemo.
city, go to Noble 57. It's like the best sushi ever.
I come from Long Island, man. I mean, there's sushi everywhere. We got to go for sushi one day.
Okay, so what's your favorite roll since we're on the topic?
I like a lot of rolls. So like if I'm not so concerned about like the healthiest route, I'll go with like a spicy crunchy tuna roll. But typically I'll get like a salmon roll, a yellowtail roll, tuna roll, like the basic stuff. I don't go for those crazy $20 rolls that look really fancy. I go for the more classic.
The spicy crunchy tuna roll is one of my favorites as well. It's on point. I love it.
Definitely is.
Maybe a little sake as well, but anyway.
Definitely.
All right, so number 1 was pretty easy. Let's go with number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So question number 2, what is your biggest irrational fear? A fear that you shouldn't be afraid of?
If it's something I'm afraid of, Nemo, it's probably something that I don't think is irrational. So growing up, we had horses growing up, which was kind of cool, although I didn't like riding them. I had a pool too, and I didn't like swimming, kind of weird. But we had a barn. And in the top of the barn, there was the hayloft. And I remember going up there one day, and there was this massive barn spider, like this big, although it was probably like that big. And since then, I've had this massive fear of spiders. Now, I know that a spider can't really hurt me, but they're really gross looking. And in the world, there are spiders that can actually hurt you. But me in New York, I think I'm fairly safe. So, I mean, I'm Echo Gaming. I fear nothing except for spiders. So I guess that's got to be my answer.
Wow, the one weakness we found in him, ladies and gentlemen, is Achilles' heel. Just bring a spider. But you know what? I actually don't like spiders either. And here's another smart little fact here, but I didn't know this. But apparently someone told me the most poisonous spider in the world. Do you know what that is?
Daddy Longlegs.
Yeah, buddy. That's right. Daddy Longlegs. And you know why?
No.
We haven't died yet because their fangs can't penetrate our skin. So
Crazy.
well, yeah, you learned something here today. All right, so let's move on to number 3. It's gonna be a tough one. So,
Bring it.
do you remember when you discovered YouTube and the things that drew you to it early on? Like, what kind of stuff were you into when you first discovered YouTube?
Oh man, when I first got into YouTube, and I was doing some research as per Drifter's in-depth stuff. He's doing a series on the history of Call of Duty, and learned quite a bit about this game and what the expectations were. Actually, the developer wanted to change this game completely over to a modern. It was a gaming topic, so it was when I got into gaming again. I got into Gears of War, and I was instantly drawn in to like want to get myself a capture card and want to start making videos. I knew nothing about computers back then, nothing about anything. I never did get the capture card. I wish that I did, because then I would have been on YouTube for like 10, 15 years at this point. But it was watching Gears of War tutorials, but more than that, it was those montages. The same montages that you would watch when you would watch Halo 3 montages and Call of Duty montages, when heads explode to the beat and to the rhythm. That stuff still to this day is incredible, and I really enjoy watching it. I wish that I could do that kind of stuff myself.
Yeah, that is very true. Old school YouTube. And Gears of War, my favorite game, man. That was that was the best. The shoddy.
Bring it to mobile, man. Bring it to mobile. We'll see a channel switch for me, 100%. Gears mobile.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be amazing. I love Gears back in the day. Yeah, man. So I was right there with you. So question number 4 is gonna step it up a notch. Question number 4 is gonna bring up the heat just a little bit.
Let's go.
All right. Do you believe in aliens?
I believe that there's got to be something else in space because there's just too much out there that we know absolutely nothing about. There's places we've never even found. So yes, I believe that there is life out there. Do I believe that there's other like human-like things with our type of intelligence? I don't know. It's hard to believe that there wouldn't be something, that this is the only place that has something this sophisticated as a human and as smart as a human. So I would say I think somewhere out there, it sounds so corny, but yeah, somewhere out there, there's got to be something intelligent. Yes.
It could be another Echo Gaming and another Captain Nemo having a chat on a channel in an alternative universe. I mean, you never know what kind of, well, to be honest with you, I 100% agree with you. In fact, to the point where I think that it's almost impossible for there not to be life on, somewhere out there. But, we won't get too deep into it. All right, so you're doing pretty good. 4 questions.
I have one more thing to say, though, Nemo. Listen, if this life, if there is intelligent life, they would be watching us. And they would understand how you and I and what we do here on YouTube is just incredible. Maybe even mind-blowing. And they would try and copy it and bring it to their own world and be as popular as we are.
And they would 100% hit the like button on this video. Totally.
No doubt. Well. They'd probably subscribe as well.
So you blazed through 4 questions. Really easy. In fact, I'm surprised. You are Echo Gaming, but I figured, I'll give you a little bit of a, kind of trouble. But number 5. Let's move to number 5. So what 3 items would you take with you on a deserted island? And of course, that means no boats, cell phones don't work, and etc. 3 items, deserted island, and you're not getting out for a while.
All right, I bring myself 3 items. A survival knife, a water filter, like one of those straws that you could suck water through, or some type of water filtration, and probably, if it's not part of my survival knife, some type of flint so I could start fire easily. Those would be the 3.
That's perfect. In fact, that is really, really smart. So you definitely want a knife, right? To cut stuff, to eat some food, to make clothes, to do a bunch of stuff with, to even like make a rope with and things like that. That was perfect. You definitely need a water filtration system because you got to drink, you'll die like within days without water. And absolutely fire to make food, shelter, keep warm. You're a pro, huh? Were you like a survival expert, or you like watch a lot of Castaway?
I told you're not going to stump me, Nemo. I am very worldly and outer worldly, as your last question has shown. I don't think you're going to stump me at all throughout this thing. Keep it coming, because I will survive out in space, here on Earth. It doesn't matter. I know the answers.
I had to turn up my questions a little bit. All right. Question number 6. I hope you're ready for this one. I'm turning it up. Yeah. Question number 6. Would you rather trade intelligence for looks, or looks for intelligence your whole life?
Oh, that's again, I would trade looks for intelligence, because if you're, obviously having a mixture of both is important. And on a serious tip, it's kind of unfortunate, but looks do get people places in this world. People that are better looking have more opportunities, even if it's subconscious, than some people that have not as good looks. But in my opinion, it's much more important to have intelligence. So if I could be really ugly and super intelligent, or really dumb and super good looking, I have to choose the smart option, because you could get so much further in life with your brain, and you could probably figure out a way to spice things up and make yourself look a little bit better if you had the brain power, where if you're dumb, it doesn't matter how good looking you are, you're going to have a tough time.
All right, A+ so far. Turning it up. Number 7. What is the one thing you will never do again? Again. Not just never do again.
There's this ex-girlfriend I had. I will never again. All right, Nemo. So, in all seriousness, back when I was a teenager, I did steal something from a store once. It was nothing big. Honestly, I don't even remember what it was, but back then it was just like a dumb thing to do. And looking back on it now, it was really a dumb thing to do. I would never do anything like that again. And I still kind of think about it from time to time with regret because it's just, in my opinion, messed up. So I will never shoplift again.
Nice. All right, there you go. I also as well took a piece of gum, I think, one time. But, you know, pay it forward, man. Pay it forward.
Yeah.
You're good. All right, so moving forward. But look, this one stumbled you a little bit, so they are getting a little bit hotter. All right.
That one was hard, Nemo. That one was difficult.
Thank you. I was sweating a little myself, to be honest with you, because you were kind of, you know, cruising through them. I'm like, oh my God, we're not gonna. But turning it up a little bit more. So,
okay.
Question number 8. If you could do anything besides being a YouTuber, what would you do? What would you be?
Would I be? I would probably want to be a musician.
Oh.
Back before I got into YouTube, before I even got into blogging, I was a guitar player in a metal band. And for about 2 years, I did the local show scene. We played shows in New York City, all over New York, some in Pennsylvania. And it was really cool. Like being on stage, playing in front of people, playing with other really cool bands was just definitely a cool thing to do. It was short-lived, only 2 years. And little fun fact, the day that my band broke up was a very sad day for me. It was kind of like losing a girlfriend, like what you did every day, playing with the band, hanging out with the band being broken up was a bad time, man. So if I didn't do YouTube, I think that'd be really cool to be a rock star. But who wouldn't want to be a rock star?
That's really awesome. There's a lot that we're learning, especially with the folks that are watching this, you know, learning a lot about Echo. You know, this is like Echo Explained. Maybe that's what I should name the episode. Forget the top 10 questions. We should just call it Echo Unplugged. Ooh,
that's solid. That. I mean, that's a million view video right there, Nemo.
Okay, there it is. Echo Unplugged. Love it. All right. Question number 8 done. So number 9. This is an interesting one, and designed to add, to find out how adventurous you really are. What is the most unusual thing you've ever eaten?
Eaten.
I've had some weird stuff.
I know you've had weird stuff. I haven't had as weird as you. I've eaten octopus. Remember, the sushi, the whole sushi thing. I think it was called like takamine or something like that. I've had escargot, which are the snails.
Yeah.
I've had alligator.
Oh,
when I
really?
was down in New Orleans, I ate some alligator. Yeah, that was cool.
Just cooked, or how do you eat it? How do you eat an alligator?
No, because I always carry that survival knife. I saw one down in the river, so I went and I jumped down. I chopped off the tail. I just ate it raw.
Man. Wow.
The way I like my sushi. Yeah. No. Jeez. Down in New Orleans, they have all those places, and that's like a thing that's always there. Alligator. So I had it.
A sandwich or like a.
No, it was. I don't remember. It was a ways back, but I think it was fried. Makes sense, right? Being fried, but it tasted like a moist chicken, if I recall. I know that I liked it a lot, and Nemo, that I'm a reptile guy, so I felt kind of weird eating an animal that I really love. Like, I think reptiles are awesome, alligators, crocodiles, but I had to try it, so I did, and it tasted good. I guess you haven't ever eaten it.
No, I've never tried alligator. I've tried a bunch of other stuff. The interesting part is, and I guess this could be question 9A, is why does everything taste like chicken? Because, dude, so I was in France, and I also had escargot. That just doesn't taste right to me at all. I thought that was disgusting, and I've tried a lot of weird stuff in my life. I've tried, anyway, it's disgusting. So the one thing I did try that also tastes like chicken, frog legs. Have you ever had frog legs?
I haven't, but I have heard they taste like chicken.
Just like chicken, exactly the same. They even look like chicken because they're deep fried, and they put a little part in there, so it's just a little meat with a bone. It wasn't bad.
The thing is, chicken is like the tofu of meat. Tofu you could make taste like anything. Same thing with chicken. It's all what you do to it. Have you ever took a chicken leg and threw it in a pot and just boiled it and eaten the chicken? It tastes like nothing. It's all about how you season it, Nemo. You know this. You're a cook. Come on.
Oh, I do know this. I do love me some chicken, and I agree. It does need a little bit of flavor, some spice, maybe marinate it a little bit, or do some fun stuff with it. Yeah, chicken, man. I'm getting hungry, actually. All right. We're down to the last question, Echo. You have cruised through all of this. You've been just, there were a couple of stumbles there and here, but question number 10. This is a tough one. The toughest question of them all. And remember, truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Question number 10. Do you wash your legs in the shower?
Of course I wash my legs. Nemo, do you know, you've been to my house. I'm like the most OCD clean person you've probably ever met in your life.
You soap them and stuff too, every time?
Soak my legs?
Soap them. So when you're in the shower, you're always like doing this, right? And then you're doing, and then you all the way to the toe.
Yep. Nemo, I clean in between my toes every single time I shower.
Every time, man.
This tells me that you don't, Nemo, and this is a problem with our friendship, I think. You better soap your legs before you come to my house next time.
Well, I do wash my legs, but I don't know about the whole always in between the toes. I mean, most of the time for sure, but sometimes, man, there isn't time, you just got to get out of there. I mean, it takes 5 minutes to wash your whole body. It's not like we have these long, luscious locks, you do have the eyebrows you have to shampoo, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And condition too. Don't forget.
Yeah, forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally soap up all of my body every time, unless if I'm like jumping in to just rinse off for a reason, which is then not really considered a shower. It's considered a rinse, but that's really not a common thing either. Takes a few minutes, man. I'm very clean.
Excellent. So, by the way, I also have a question for all of you watching. Do you wash your legs in the shower? Let me know down below. We would love to find out. Me and Echo over here. Dude, very nice. You made it through. It was a great performance. So the floor is yours to let people know what's going on in your life, or to possibly, even if you want, return and ask me a question. Whole truth and nothing but the truth, remember.
Yeah, my life is great. I want to thank everyone that's watching for helping make my life great and live this dream that I'm getting to live. It's all because of what YouTube has provided and you guys as an audience. But I have thought of a question, Nemo, that I think is going to be a good one for you.
Uh-oh.
So Nemo came over to my house. He's been over a few times, but I got myself a new computer and Nemo came over to help me set this thing up because he's a tech genius and I'm not. And next to my studio is one of my pets, which is a snake. Come to find out, Nemo is very fearful of snakes. So Nemo, my question to you, to add to that question about eating, have you ever or would you ever eat snake?
Oh, I don't like snakes for many reasons. They're demons, all right, and they belong in hell. I'm sorry. I know you love your snake. Nothing against your pet, but I just don't like them. They're slithery and the way they eat. They swallow their So because of that, I'm not really 100% a fan of snakes. Will I eat it though is a different story because I am very adventurous and I do like to try new things. I would eat it. I would try it. I would not drink like anything weird like snake's blood or whatever else. But if a snake is cooked like an actually cooked like with fire, I would try it. Yes.
See, because I mean, when you think about a snake, it's all muscle, right? So because just think about how it moves. Imagine it crawling over your shoulders, Nemo. Yeah, it's so muscular. It would be so much actual meat on there, meat on the bone. I have never had snake, by the way, so I would try it though. I never had it.
You know I love you if I stayed in your house with the actual snakes being in there. Like I was in the same room with that thing. I was close to it.
Wait, didn't I take it out?
No, you took it out one time and sent me a picture of it. We just wrapped around your hand like that, and that was wonderful. By the way, thank you so much. That made me stand up from my chair. So I appreciate that. But no, you never taking it out. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I might run.
I respect you, Nemo. I wouldn't put you in that position. I don't want to scare you.
I mean, if you keep it far away from me, maybe I wouldn't mind it.
Okay, then we'll do that.
Yeah, that'll work. Holy shit. All right. Well, let's end this before I have to agree to more headings with the snakes. Ooh. All right. So thank you very much, Echo. It was an awesome time. I really appreciate you coming on this pilot episode and, doing the business here with me. Being the #1 guest on this show. The first one, the #1, the best one. the one that even aliens watch. Appreciate you very much. And for everyone watching, thanks so much for, hanging out with us, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.